almost. Oh, sorry if that was loud for a second. I almost forgot to turn on my interface and expander. We are here. We have arrived. What the hell was that noise? Oh, broke the fucking seal. Lol. Okay, I don't really need that open anymore. How are we all doing? This is the new segment. This is Playing for Keeps, the D&D Homebrew segment. I hope you like the design. That is me as a child right there. And I also hope you don't mind any chewing sounds, because if you happen to hear some, I'm very sorry. I have 2 fish sandwiches that I made myself. Fried fish sandwiches. And I'm eating the shit out of these. They're good. They're very good. I feel like I just saw a fucking bug in here. Like a fly. No! I almost dropped my sandwich. I caught it. It's okay. I just got a bit of sauce on my hand. Oh my god! Don't worry, we will be homebrewing soon. I just had to get oriented, had to get my plate on my lap. I had to get my drinks. I have tons of drinks right now. But if you know me, you know I'm a chugger. I'm gonna chug these bevies. I'm gonna be drinking a lot. Ah. Mm. If you have never changed the power setting on your microwave, you have not been properly using your microwave. Let me tell you. There is a setting for melting cheese. There is a setting for popping popcorn. There are settings for this stuff, dude. There are settings for heating up your fries. There's settings for heating up your food. There's layers to your microwave and how it works. Okay? Switch the power setting. Change the power setting around. I've developed a new way of melting cheese to put on sandwiches. You want to put cheese on a burger, but you don't want to melt it on top of the burger? Because cheese grease fucking affects the flavor of the burger. Okay? I will take that to my grave. I don't like melting cheese on top of the burger. Even American cheese. Put that shit into your microwave on a low power setting. Keep an eye on it. I recommend putting it on parchment paper. Lay your cheese out onto a parchment paper and then onto a microwave safe plate and then put that in the microwave. You can just scrape it off with a butter knife. You can make the slices exactly how big you want them to be. I spread it like butter. I swear to God, once it comes out of the microwave, it's like butter. It's so melty. And you can mix cheeses this way into a single slice. So you don't have to pick like, oh, do I want to use Monterey Jack or do I want to use cheddar? You can use fucking both. Oh. Obviously, it works best with shredded cheeses. So shred your cheese, put it on a parchment paper, melt it in the microwave. I can't tell if it works better with pre-shredded or personal shredded. Home shredded. But, yeah. Microwaves are awesome. I love microwaves. I share the current backgrounds on my blog. So all the backgrounds for D&DBZ are on the blog if you, well, not all of them. There's 2 left. There's 2 more backgrounds coming to D&DBZ, but the D&DBZ backgrounds that are currently completed are all over on my Tumblr blog if you want to go see those. Golly. Again, I swear to God, I'll start writing in a second. These sandwiches are just so goddamn good. I'm learning how to do the stock market. It's awesome. I've got some investments going. I hope I get money from them. But right now, I'm super like hyper focused on voice acting, content creation, and like creativity and shit. I missed out on a lot of that stuff when I was a kid. So I'm having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun. Just trying to not think about life right now. It's great. I love it. I love not thinking about life. Okay. I hope everything's set good. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm going to keep my eye on the gain so I can tell you that you can hear me. But right now I look really quiet, which is concerning. Let me check if I'm really quiet. Because it's a little worrisome. I'm not supposed to be quiet. Fuck. Yeah, I'm quiet. God damn it. Alright. Okay. That's a little better. That's as much as I'm willing to do there. I need to go and look at that again. Fuck. God damn it. This is not ideal. I've been eating in my room since I was a kid because, you know, when you have an abusive parent and there's no one to help you, you don't want to eat around where that abusive parent can, like, kick the shit out of you or, like, throw your food away. And you don't want to be in other parts of the house. So, I have always just eaten in my room. Because my room is just the only safe place in the house. So, you know. That's just how it should be. That's how it is. I still need to full screen this so that you cannot see my bookmarks. Oh, wrong button. Oh, wrong button. What just happened? What did I do? Alright, we're all good. Alrighty. Oh, wrong button again. Help!
Help! Help me!
Don't worry, I got this. I got this. There we go. That's the right button. I have a very different keyboard from everyone else. I have a split keyboard, and it's got special bindings. And I don't often use the F1 through 12 keys, but they're bound. Just don't often use them. And that's what you need to use to full screen your browser, if you didn't know that. I'm actually waiting to hear back if I'll be going on a date today. You got to iron out the time and all that. You got to be like, oh, hey, are you available now? Are you available now? Are you available here? Are you available? When the fuck are you available? God damn it. And so we are just writing pretty much until I'm about to go on a date. So I hope you don't mind if I end up needing to disappear. And I'm going to go back and listen to the stream again because I had to turn up a bunch of gain. How's that? Is that good? Talk, damn you. There we go. Yeah, that's good. All right. That's good volume. That's what I appreciate. Hey, look, I gave myself a view. Yippee! All right. And now sorry if that was too loud. YouTube is so weird about how its audio works and how its compression works. I'm quieter on YouTube than I am in my program. So you have to adjust things differently. It sucks. Kool-Aid. I like Kool-Aid. And I kind of want to show you guys something before I show you everything else. You know, before we go to what we're going to. I'll show you something. Let me show you something. I want to show you something. Ugh. Let's see here. Screenshots. Would have been smarter to just drag and drop this, but hey, fuck it. Okay. All right. Look. Not only do I have a fucking ton of documents to go through, I have all of this to go through. Each of these channels in this Discord server has up to 5 or 6 Google document sized pages of text. And culture, people, locations, and stories are near book length. If you have ever read a manga, they are the length of a manga, but just text or longer. Especially stories. It has so much shit in there that I'm going to need to copy and edit. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. We're definitely playing for keeps because we're investing a lot of time into this one. Okay. Back in this studio mode. Here we are. This is what I've got so far before I, got my food, started streaming.
Oh my god, I have 2 views. That means someone came.
Wait. What? Okay. So this is just lore so far. And remember... Oh, God, we have a lot to do. Okay. We got a lot to do. All right. Okay. This is a culmination of stories told over 10 years, because I keep forgetting I'm almost 22 years old. So, Slanecta is a character I made when I was 11, and he is a primordial god that liked his creations so much that he became one of them. And it was sort of by accident that he became a human. And he has a lot of different incarnations, but in his humanoid form, he is the original vampire, which we're going to have to remember for later. But Tower of Babel, a castle in the sky that looks like fucking Frutiger Arrow. It's probably AI, but I don't think it is because that ship is super detailed. And then the castle in the sky. These are just, do I explain this now or do I wait? I don't know. You can pause and read this if you want to. So, just give little scrolls. You can pause and read if you want to. I think that's boring. The Mystics. The Mystics are the most important part of this entire campaign setting because besides the Lelequians, they are the envoys from man to the gods, and the Mystics understand every single thing about the world. They know the fucking rules. They are the in-universe metagamers. They know the lore, they know the history, they know everything. The Mystics discovered everything. They are just people. They are mortal, but they know everything. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? So, I have to write all that down. Slenectus man grew intelligent around the year 100 after the ancient era. In their growing intelligence, most divided of all, the humans. God, what were these people called? I have to open the fucking Discord again. It's somewhere in either the culture or the people tab. The Swari? It's somewhere. Fuck. Where is it? He's the war god, and he comes from a temple that the mystics settled in. Oh, yeah, and the people of the sky? Oh, that's gonna be so fun. Leliqueth's sky people. Rudolf Aikman. That's gonna be fun later on. The Okina are cool. Okina are these giants, well, yeah, giants, with little tiny wings that can fly, and are born in these sky kingdoms built by the Lequians, and they got their heads chopped off in the war against the fucking dragons. And I know it's a lot to take in. And also the war against man. It was a three-way war against dragons, men, and humans. And they don't need their heads to live, just to communicate, because they're magical beings. And they were dried out. It's so complicated. But I'll explain it at some point. Rondon is where they're buried. There's an Okina in the kingdom of Rondon. They are like weird magical. They affect people like radiation. That's part of what I really like about Valcrest as a setting, is that shit happens, dude. Saguari Deserts. This one's not in the desert. No, it is. The Mystics did set up in the desert. Maybe it is the Saguari I'm thinking of. I'm looking... Belief. It should be in Belief. Gastrix. Gastrix is... Where's Gastrix's goddamn story? I had Gastrix's entire story written out. Gastrix. Hold on, I'll search for Gastrix and I'll find him. Gastrix, the god of war. He's the war god in Clemesia, Framla, and Rasmus. So, he's not so much the god of war, more the god of warriors themselves. I'm pretty sure the god of war is Geracium. Here, I found it. It's stories. Okay, Gastrix. Mythogomerian. Okay, so Gastrix actually came after the Mystics. That's my bad, but what temple was this? It should say somewhere where this temple is. Solographers. Yeah, there are different sects of mystics after... Oh my god, there's so much lore. There are different sects of mystics after the mystics split apart. and one of them are very like soul centric, and they can see your soul. Okay, it's in Chlamysia that narrows it down. This is so difficult. Yeah, the grim biker. You're gonna learn about the grim biker later, but he's from the 1990s. The modern era in this timeline is probably the coolest, I'd say, unless you really like future settings. But since there are still elves, there are still fantasy races. The modern timeline here is very interesting, and it's an aesthetic I'm a big fan of. Is modern fantasy. Mythosectic. He was a mythosectic Gastrix, and they set up where? The Mytholactic are people that traveled the stars using portals, and okay, they're just ancient mystic temples. You cunt! What temple did they gather at? I'm sorry, I'm calling my old self a cunt. Oh, dude. The Canambrian War. Canambria and Westarius fought. But there was this, like, cliff. Yeah, there it is. The cliffside that overlooked a bay. It just had... Oh, my God. It's so cool. So I'll get to it all. Yeah, the Cultural Revolution. It's before the Mystics, but... Temple. That's too late. That's after dark. That's after the Mystics. I'm gonna say that this temple is in the Sawari jungle because I remember that that's where it was. And if it's in the Sawari jungle, it's the Sawari temple because the Sawaris are ancient. In the Sawari Desert. The Sawari are comprised of like your typical dark elves, black elves, dark elves, shit like that. Reload that. I gotta look at my auctions 1 sec. When does that one close? 2 days, 1 day. Got my eyes on a PC. It's got a really good processor. I like bidding. Bidding's fun. I like auctions. I don't need that open right now. I can close that. Whoops, I opened it again. I can close that. There we go. Okay. The Sawari Desert. Studied. Oh, whoops, I apostrophized it. So the whole thing about Slynecta is that he likes taking things slowly. He likes the process. The journey is what's fun for him. And so when you're talking about Slynecta, you're talking about a guy that genuinely just wants to keep it at a good pace. And so when the Mystics sprung up, Slynecta did not like the Mystics. And at some point, he envoys to them to try and be like, hey, I like what you're doing. I like who you are. I like your people. I like everything about you. You overcame all the odds, despite everything that I put in your way. But I can't have you speeding things up. I want the other people to continue taking things slow. And that's not what's happening. Because the Mystics are so fucking smart, and because all the obstacles that Selenecta put in place, by mistake, he causes a fucking war. Selenecta. And the Mystics are feared for their knowledge, for their power. And so the war is about to spring out. It's about to be the first ever world war. And it's everyone against the Mystics. It's fucking terrifying for them. But they have the power to do very powerful things because they're the fucking Mystics. They know everything about the universe. So what the Mystics do is form teams and do an operation where they get access to all information in every single kingdom in the fucking world. And they take all the information about the Mystics and all the information over the last, 1,000 years and fucking destroy it. Which then they move on to wiping people's memories, and then the Mystics are just gone. No one knows where they went, where they came from, and they're in hiding for a long time until the sects of Mystics spring up, like the Mythosectic, the Mytholactic, and I think it's the Mythogarians, who are more warlike. But yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about it and not fucking typing it. Spoke to the Mystics directly. The Mystics and Selenecta came to an agreement. And yes, the Mystics are inspired by the Dark Crystal. And yes, the Dark Crystal homebrew that I made is in Valcrest. So, stay tuned for the Dark Crystal homebrew. It's coming later. The Mystics and the Mystics from Dark Crystal are not the same thing, but there is a homebrew race that are basically just the Mystics. Okay. The Mystics and Selenecta came to an agreement. Alrighty. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, there we go. That's the lore on the Mystics. They are all powerful. They have all the knowledge in the world. They have all the magic in the world. They know everything. But over time, they're going to go extinct. Let me double check this name. I swear it's Mythogarian. Mytho, people. Mythosect, Mytholathic, Gamrian. All right. I think that's almost it. I think that's that. Why have my thoughts completely derailed? My brain just stopped working for a second. I zoned out. Looks like it says lair. That doesn't look like an O. Lare. Why are there so many gods that want to kill me? And why do they hate me so? Wait. I should probably do the Sawari next. The warring people of the desert. I don't know. I think I like need a minute. I think I need a minute to like relax. Okay. We've been live for 30 minutes and I've actually been working on this for 2 hours. So, I'm going to take a break from writing stuff down since we've already been working on this for like 20 minutes live, almost 30 minutes, and we're going to go to BRB while I think of something to do. All right. What are we going to do? Let's see. What do I want to play? We'll probably play a game. I don't know. Could play some Dragon Ball Xenoverse or hell, I could I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know, fellas. Yeah, see? I do not know. Fellas, I'm stumped. I think I just want to like sit down and watch YouTube. All right. I'm going to call this one quits and I'll do another homebrewing stream pretty soon. I might even go live later when I get my energy back. I'll see you guys later.